In the next video, I would like to share with my fellow tennis coaches, especially with the young ones, 10 of my best tips how to connect with students and gain their respect. So here they are. The first tip is in regard to the sunglasses. I know that we tennis coaches teach a lot outdoors and in the sun, and the sunglasses are beneficial to us. But it is very important when you greet your students, when they come to your classes, or when you have to teach them, you have to explain something to them. Always take your sunglasses off, because they should be able to see your eyes. You make a much better connection with your students when they are able to see your eyes. All right, so let's say if you have to wear sunglasses, it's fine. When you teach, when you feed, wear them. But when you address eye to eye to your student, take your sunglasses off. You will make a much better connection with your students. The second tip I want to share with my fellow coaches is always project a positive attitude. No matter that your newborn baby kept you up all night, like it happened to me in the past. As you probably know, I have two daughters, and when they were babies, they were obviously crying at night, and I was tired, but the next day I had to be on the tennis court and to smile for my students and show a positive attitude. So no matter what happens, let's say you had a tough previous lesson or had an argument with anybody, things can happen, but you should always reset and ready for your next lesson. And when your students step on the court, you have to put a smile on your face and look excited that they are there. All right, so always show a positive attitude to your new students, no matter how tired or, let's say, tough day you had before. Always remember your student's name. When you greet them or when you explain something to them during the lesson, try to mention their names. Make an effort to learn it and mention it a few times. Right? Everybody loves to hear their name. By mentioning it a few times during the lesson, not only shows that you care, but that is a form of respect for your students. Never pick up or talk on your phone. Let me share a story. Even though I introduced my two daughters to tennis, for many years I taught them, but at some point I wanted them to listen to a different voice. I wanted a different coach to give them a few lessons. But in order to do that, I scouted a few coaches. So I went to a local tennis club, and I was looking at some of the coaches, how they teach, how they interact with their students. And I have to be honest with you to tell you that right away I cut off from my list those coaches that were talking on the phone during their lessons. All right, so put yourself in your students' shoes. Let's say that a parent comes to you with a child to teach them tennis. All right, if you would pick up the phone and talk to somebody during your lessons, that parent seeing you will not be happy, because when they pay you, they want your undivided attention. They want that you are 100% committed and focus on what you have to do with that particular student. So very important, keep your phone on silent or just turn it off. Do not pick it up, or do not talk on your cell phone during your lessons. It does not make a good impression. Never be late for your lessons. If that happens, give your student a free lesson because of that. If you know you will be late, call your student ahead of time and let them know. In general, personally, I try to be on the tennis court at least 10 minutes, even 15 minutes before my lesson should start. I want to get everything set up. I want to have my teaching aids or the net, the court prepared. I want to have my lesson plan ready so that when my student comes, I feel confident that I know what I'm going to do ahead of this particular lesson. So always be on time, and if you happen to know you will be late, always let your student know ahead of time. Never gossip. Don't ever say anything negative about your fellow coaches, clients, or competing tennis clubs or organizations. If you don't have anything positive to say, better don't say anything at all. You have to understand that whatever you say or do that is in a negative way will reflect upon you. Your students, your clients will associate the negative things you say with you. So better not do it. Always keep it positive when talking with your students or doing anything in their presence. Always show respect to your tennis students, including those who have stopped taking lessons with you. Even though they are not your clients anymore, the former students can be great ambassadors to promote your services to their friends or family members. So regardless, present or past clients, always be respectful and show that you care for them. Once in a while, offer free lessons to those who cannot afford them. Not only that, I suggest that you should organize at least once a week some get-togethers with all your students, their friends and families. Invite them to come to your club or on a tennis court where you teach for some fun tennis games. That is something that I used to do in the past, and it's really good not only for your students to get to know some other players, to get extra practice, but for their friends and family to get to know you, your services, and to get familiar with your tennis club where you teach. So this is not only good for your students to get extra practice, but for you to promote your services and to allow others to know you, and eventually to spread the word, which results in more clients and better reputation for you and your services. Dress well and always smell nice. We tennis coaches sometimes have to rally with our students, therefore we always have to have spare clothes, clean clothes, and find a way to take care of our appearance after and before our each tennis lesson. You should find ways to constantly improve your knowledge about the latest teaching techniques and share what you know with your younger fellow coaches. Also, be open to share your experience not only with your students, but with their parents or friends or anybody who is willing to learn. Knowledge should not be kept as a secret. It should be shared so everybody can benefit from it.